not seeing the game? Why am I not seeing the game on the stream? There we go. Somehow I clicked a little button and XSplit some time ago. Hi! Hi, he's meowing. He's meowing. We're not playing this character today. I need to get this in the right cursor now. We're gonna play my Minstrel tonight. Continuing my adventures from yesterday's official Loto stream. We're gonna be in Tomb Laden to start with. Basically, we're shotgunning, speed racing the epic story in King's Gondor, headed toward the Shield Isles. But we're not gonna get to the Shield Isles tonight because if I get to chapter 5.1 whatever, that one takes fucking forever. And this character, just so you know, sent Halros to the Pelennor. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, don't worry about it. We'll get there. Anyhow, it's a VIP bonus weekend, so I'm going to play a character that I can level. And yeah, we're going to do that. And let me do my Hobbit present for today. Wow, the game is taking its sweet ass time to load in tonight. Alright, first of all, let me check this. 10 days, we're good. Alright, use that up. And let's just get on with it. I'm a little discombobulated. I got up early this morning to do something. And then after I was done with something, since I didn't get my morning caffeine, I was really tired around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so I went and lay down. I was like, I'm going to take an hour-long nap. Yeah, I woke up at 5:45. Yeah, that happened. So I was really super duper tired, obviously. And so, yeah. First of all, let me turn this back on. Let me check my perks. Get those going. And so, I had originally intended to, like, eat my lunch or have supper around 8 o'clock. After doing a stream from 5 to 8. Well, I decided to eat first. And then I will stream from 7 to 10. And then this will be really nice. Eating earlier means that I'll have a chance to get ice cream tonight. Because eating around 8 o'clock is really too late to have ice cream. Like, when I feel hungry again, which will be around 11 o'clock or midnight, it's really too late to have ice cream on a work night. For me, it's a work night.
How pleased I am that Lady Terenes has returned to Minas Tirith.
Oh yeah, Lady Terenes. That's nice. Alright, now we need to go to Farouk Zahar. And yeah, we're gonna go, well, we gotta go talk to some dwarves from Farouk Zahar. We're gonna write our little thing here. I mean, I could ride my war steed, but eh. Hope everybody's having a decent day today. Alright, we gotta bow respectfully because these are dwarves. Can I just say that I really hate the female bow?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And I trust you speak with the king's own authority.
Alright. Survey debris. Let's see what's going on. Interesting how the debris has like red bricks in it. There's a story there.
I hope the King of Gandhar appreciates your work on his behalf. But most of
Poteen!
his folk may not.
Alright, we're gonna go back and talk to the captain. This time I think I will ride the war steed because it'll be faster. We'll see if I go flying off into the sunset. It's going okay. Had a little bit of an unexpectedly long nap this afternoon after doing something this morning. I think it's mainly a case of not getting enough sleep all week long, and it kind of finally caught up with me. So, it's a thing. And of course, Lord Disturbs Jr. Oh well, I can go watch in a little bit. So we're speed running this. Don't anybody tell Maid of Lions I'm not reading the quest text. For the most part.
I am not surprised to hear your report.
Alright, we're going to Pelargir. Alright. And it's got to be a long bit of a ride. Let me see what's going on there. So it's been a pretty good day. And we know phlegm. Nothing wrong. No Rona, no allergies. It's just, yeah. So, fun fact. I have been accepted to present a paper at TextMoot coming up on the 6th of April, which is a Saturday, of course. And what that means, first of all, I won't be streaming here that day because I'll be running the moot for Signum University, as usual. But by being accepted to do a paper of some kind, I will be spending a good deal of time here in the near future, with a smirk toward Cordovan, and his his predilection for using that phrase, because the paper will be on the nature of storytelling in Lotro. Because the theme of TextMoot is about storytelling through play or something like that. Like, you can go to the TextMoot website on signumuniversity.org and get the full details on the moot. I don't think the schedule has been posted yet. I do know the moot coordinator is working on that. But it should be a lot of fun, and one of the interesting things about it is my original idea for the talk had to be cut back a bit. I mean, any talk at the moot always has to be cut back a bit. Mainly because of the wonderful things you are. It always has to be cut back because there's always so much that you can say, and there's always so little time you have to say it. So, on the previous talk that I gave, which was at Sunshine Mood, I had 20 minutes and then had to leave 10 minutes for a Q&A, but Text Mood apparently is going to be a situation where it's 30 minutes and a 10-minute Q&A, so I have a little bit more time to talk, which is good. Sploot. Hello, boys. And the interesting thing is because of the fact that Corey obviously will be there. One thing
good to see you
that
back,
I'm going
my
to
friend.
need to do.
How stands the refuge of Tumladen? Ships that were once the pride of Gondor lie now at the bottom of the bay. Or burned
Let's go
along
beat
the
up the
coast.
toughs here.
My king
So-
has done me the great honor of allowing me.
Go beat up some toughs. Because Corey will be there, I can't really talk about any of the recent stuff because I want to make sure he doesn't get any comments, anything spoiled. Leah! It's gonna be awesome. But actually, this was inspired by Corey's recent adventures in doing the Battle of Pelennor with Grifflet. So Corey, in terms of where is he in the story, Grifflet is currently doing the after battle content at Aragorn's Pavilion, blah blah blah. So his next Grifflet stream will involve the funeral after battle, which would be he's good. Hopefully he loves it. He was delighted by a couple of the other side quests that were available, so this is hopeful. But his marathon character, the one who's not the completionist, has... Where are these dudes? They're over there. His completionist character has only done content up to the very end of Mordor Besieged, so his Wiggin character has only done the epic up to the point where you got dropped off from the previous, from the past. Like, you found out that, oh, so-and-so is such and such, and now you're back in modern times. Isildur is no longer telling his story. Yay, minstrels. So I don't want to do any content after that point in the story, so I won't be mentioning anything afterwards, and I will do a reminder to everybody who's there, who plays Lotro, to be aware that we're not going to discuss any content after that point. That way, we don't want, because one of the things in the Signum community is Corey doesn't like spoilers. I mean, he doesn't want story twists and whatever. He wants to, discover them on his own. And we generally do a pretty good job of keeping him protected from spoilers, so he generally doesn't see them. Except that one time, for example, we were doing Exploring Lord of the Rings, and we were going up through the Vales of Anduin. Like, he knows who lives in Lindleby, for example. Right? So he knows who lives in Lindleby, and that's not a big deal. But he doesn't know any of the story. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to discuss the spoilers ahead of time, so people in the community and whatever. And then what's gonna happen is, much like my my presentation from Sunshine Mood about Lotro music, is I'm going to do a representation here on this channel, so it'll be publicly available. And much like the previous one, it'll be an extended edition. And in the one that will be presented here may wind up being one where not only do I discuss, I might basically have it be like an add-on to the house, like you're building an additional room. So I might have the scope of the overall presentation be bigger when I represent here. Or it may be like the one from Sunshine Moot where I just wrote too much, had to cut it down, and then had to You know, and then had to go back and, you know, do stuff. Alright.
I do not know if I have the fortitude to follow my father as the Lord of Lebanon, but I will do my duty.
Lebanon. Say it right. We'll see how it goes, what I write. But I haven't even started writing, and it's like 3 weeks away. But it's because I have so much other stuff going on right now. Literally. So the main focus of the presentation, the core of it, will be taking the poem, I'm sorry, the Song of the Fallen from the Pelennor, and discussing how Lotro made those people not only changed who, like, we're going to discuss Horn, right? But we're not going to discuss anything more recent than Minas Morgul for the one that is for the moot. We're not even going to discuss Minas Morgul. We're just going to get to Mordor Besieged for any content mentions. But the main thing is to go through... where am I doing? Where am I going? They're way the hell back. Alright, they're way over there. Oh, yeah, I wasn't following the questions because I was talking too much. Thank goodness for Prestige. I'm just saying. Alright.
The work progresses, but it progresses slowly.
Alright. I'm gonna take a dagger. Don't need it because I'm a shield
But
wearer.
I sadly admit that staring at the ships under construction will not speed up the process.
Mm-hmm.
My husband speaks the truth. If ties of friendship are neglected, they can slip loose entirely.
You will want me along on this mission, of course.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're going to Farouk Zahar. This'll be fun. Which is going the other way. Alright. So we're gonna have, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun either way. But mainly, we will touch on the matter of Horn. But only so far as the Halros thing goes. But we won't discuss anything after Corey won't have any knowledge of, basically. We're trying to protect Corey from spoilers. Guarendis with the resub. And that is 53 months. Hello. So, as you can hear, or rather you can't hear, there aren't any Twitch alerts. However, I would like to point out a couple of things. One of my projects here in the next few weeks is to get Twitch alerts set up. I haven't decided which flavor I want to use, if I want to use Stream Elements, or if I want to use the ones built into Twitch now. I am slowly going through, not a rebrand, but basically a freshening up of the brand. I have a new offline image. If you're in my Discord, which you can get to by doing !Discord to find out the address, you can see what the new offline splash image is. I'm also testing out a merch store recommended to me by Elda apparently the makers and crafting community that she's a part of recommended it. And so I'm trying them out. I have one thing up for sale, which is an image of that thing, which, again, I only made it so I could have the possibility of maybe getting a t-shirt for myself before PAX East coming up in a couple weeks. Whether it arrives in time, no freaking clue. Lenore! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So until it's ready to go and then I'm satisfied with the quality of their product, I'm not going to actually announce it, because when I do announce it, it's going to include, of course, the famous Thief Kitty emote plastered on a t-shirt or whatever. But for right now, I just made myself a couple of t-shirts just to see how their t-shirts are, because honestly, t-shirts are cool. Alright, let me get the Stable Master here. Where's the Stable Master? Right behind me. No, over here.
Hail and win.
So, slowly getting the channel put back to rights, because right now, I'll admit that I'm not really doing as much to be a streamer. Everybody else is. I have updated my schedule panels. I've updated the about panel. Added, removing no longer relevant social links. Adding my Blue Sky link. Trying to post more on Blue Sky. Hey, Lenore, had to fix something. You have the famous, and the thing is, I don't have the rights to use the Phoenix emote on anything, because that was made expressly to be a Twitch emote only, and that's the agreement I have with the wonderful artist who made it for me, Kageyama Satsuki. They are awesome, and I like them a lot, and don't want to disrespect them. But there's probably going to be some more Druids merch in the future. The Thief Kitty emote, probably my love emote. Yeah, I love that emote so much. Kage did such a great job on it. But then again, Kage always does such amazing work. In fact, if you ever see a white kitten emote that I'm posting in Discord all the time, it's because Kage has their own Discord for the sole purpose of being able to have 50 emote slots taken up with Crumpet emotes. Crumpet is the name of the white kitty. And they're so useful. I don't have enough emote slots for all of that, and that's also something else I am going to be doing, is making more emotes for everybody to use if you are a subscriber to the channel. Or following the channel or whatever. And hopefully maybe with my stream schedule, which I'm trying to force myself to do more streams on Thursday nights, because with the thought was that I wasn't going to be able to do back in the day I used to be able to stream every night after work, but now many nights a week I generally wind up having something to do. Either moderating for somebody else, like monitoring Professor Corey's streams, which will be generally Tuesdays, Wednesdays, every other Thursday, every other Friday for the Film script project. So basically, the only days I really have the opportunity to stream are Thursday nights when Corey isn't doing film, or Saturdays. And what I might wind up doing, I'm really considering this, if I can pull it off, is to start doing longer streams on Saturdays. Maybe start in the afternoon and just run until, maybe 1 in the afternoon and just run till like 6 or 7 or something. But I don't know, because typically 3 hours seems to be a good time for me. After that, my voice starts giving out.
We are
Animal
here on a
Ballet.
mission of friendship. We will do what custom and tradition demand.
We're about to hit level 144, by the way, which is be really, really cool. So I've been helping a friend to get through the Song of Waves and Wind. It's been a lot of fun, actually. I got that random brigand while I was at it. Especially since it's XP weekend and they're looking to get their character up to level cap. Getting close to getting your 4th character to 150, your poor crafting resources. Oh my god, yeah. I have my champion main is at 150, my Bjorning is at 150. Actually, my Mariner is at 150 too, isn't he? Hold the phone, let me go look at my spreadsheet. Okay, that's my DDO spreadsheet. Let's switch over to Lotro here. Yeah, Scooters is that. So I have... Okay, so I lied. I said that I have 2 heavy armor... And I said this on stream yesterday, and I was wrong. So I have 2 heavy armor characters that are at 150, which is my champion and my Bjorning. And then I have 2 agility / medium characters at 150, which is my... I almost said archer because I've been playing too much DDO lately. Which is my hunter and my mariner. And I have 0 characters at 150 that are light / will characters. So I'm going to get this character to 150 and then pick another light armor character. And the other option, of course, is going to be the Lore Master. Which, by the way, I love my Lore Master because her Bog Guardian is amazing. And I love hitting things with lightning. Also, one-shotting things with a piercing cry is awesome. Galbus, how are you doing? Thief Kitty was here earlier. I know Loshire Hobbit was concerned that Thief Kitty was not well because Thief Kitty didn't interrupt my stream yesterday like he normally does. He was just napping. He is doing a little bit more napping than previously, to be fair. But he was howling up a storm right before the stream started tonight, so he's fine. He's just, he's just chilling. Okay, those don't actually count for some reason. I mean, they are... Well, I guess they're... There we go. It's fine, otherwise I'd already known. Yeah. If he wasn't well, you'd know. But he is old, so it is definitely a concern. Anytime he's quiet for far too long or he's not noisy at the times I expect him to be noisy. Now, with tonight's time change, because I am in a place where daylight saving is starting tonight, his howls will probably be at different hours of the day.
Yes, this gift will do nicely.
However, Gimli's about to get salty here. Do 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 do. So yeah, it's like super duper busy right now. So we're preparing for TextMoot coming up in a couple weeks for those who are a little bit tardy. Galbus. I wish I could stop doing that. Again, I will be presenting a paper on Lotro's storytelling at TextMoot in April on the 6th. And then I imagine the week thereafter, right here, I'll be presenting the extended edition of that paper. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't think you're on my payroll. I don't have a payroll. By the way, since I'm on my own stream, look at this shit. Look at this. Pepsi decided to change their pretty blue cans and appearance of their Pepsi with real sugar. Galbus is obviously running on Wizardly Standard Time, just like Corey is.
This is intolerable! How long do they intend to make us wait?
I love it how voice acting is proximity based and directional based. I love that. Alright, Katuk. Hey! We done dinged, finally. Let's go. We'll just run it. It's kind of sad that you don't really get to do a lot here. It's interesting to see another dwarven settlement. I'm really honestly looking forward to what happens when Corey gets here. I have used my perks, just in case you're wondering. So, we're caught up on the perks. I'm not using an XP booster, though I probably should. You know what? I probably have some floating around. Oh, one thing I don't have that I just realized I don't have. Hold up a second. Need to get these two out. How far away is he? Okay, I'm completely blanking on how far away who is what, huh? There we go. Why do I have Gundabad hides? What the fuck is giving me Gundabad shit already? Okay, whatever. Alright.
Welcome, King Elisar, to the stronghold of Aruk Zahar.
Do love the voice acting around here. When Corey gets here, I guess. Oh, alright. Well, to put it in perspective, I was mentioning this earlier. His Grifflet character, the completionist, is currently doing the aftermath of the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Level 105 stuff. Wasn't there something in here? Now, his Wiggend character, the one that he does...
It is good to see you again.
Hi. Yes, it's good to see you again, I guess, maybe? Gimli might have some thoughts. Go to the kitchen as well. I think there's a jumping puzzle here for something. I can't remember what's actually here anymore. We're not allowed in.
I ask that you wander elsewhere, stranger. There's nothing for you here.
And we get the dread effect. It's +4 dread. Hello? That's a bit of dread. But his Wiggend character, the one who actually has been doing just the epic story, has just finished Mordor Besieged and is on the path to Minas Morgul. Needs to talk to Ingold and start the Minas Morgul stuff. So my paper won't discuss anything in the story beyond that point. Until I represent it here. At which point I'll be able to do more side chatter about future stuff. Because I'll want to expand on certain characters who show up in Umbar that we weren't expecting in Umbar. It's like, what? But But we don't know how long it's going to take for Corey to get here.
What has brought you to
Maybe yours.
Farouk Zahar? I hope you do not think to involve us in your wars.
What a jackass. Alright, let's go talk to the king again. This time we're going to ride. So I've been having a lot of fun playing both games this weekend. I actually want to check something. I heard something. I want to see if it's true. Yep, it's broken. It is definitely broken. I noticed it last night when I was playing DDO that their store was given like an error message. So looks like it's affecting both games. I imagine they're aware of it. Haven't seen anything from Cord on the socials, but it's Saturday.
Amisar and I have come to an arrangement. During the discussion, something revealed itself to me.
They are called the kindred of the coins, LSR, but feel no shame at forgetting it. This messenger was named Koltek, and he belongs to the kindred of the coins.
Koltek the Cunning.
We will accept your gracious offer of hospitality, Amisar.
Alright, find the guest rooms. We still haven't gotten inside to Moria. Okay, that's for exploring Lord of the Rings. So, in terms of exploring Lord of the Rings, he doesn't always follow the actual story. Like, for example, during the Council of Elrond, we did a lot of wandering around all over the place. So, Corey has been to Lindleby. He's looked around the Rohirric ruins up around in the not in the Elder Slade. We actually have been to the outside of Gundabad. But Grifflet's still yours. Grifflet has been all the way. He's at Pelennor now. He actually ran through. He didn't start doing completionist on Grifflet until after. I forget when he started doing completionist on Grifflet, but he did not completionist Moria. I was there. I was his. This character was his partner in crime. We shotgunned Moria in 14 hours. We did Moria in one session. Ah!
I do not like this. Amisar is hiding something.
Well, yeah.
Do you really think Hamisar is lying to the king? Why would he risk such a dangerous deception?
Because...
That Hamisar is lying to us.
Alright, we're gonna investigate that sus door. So one of the other things I want to try and do, speaking of sus, is maybe try to start doing some community stuff. And I've really been hesitating about doing it, mainly because, let's be honest, you guys are my community, and I love you a lot. Even you, Galbus. But I want to try to start doing, like, community games and shit. Maybe not necessarily running together in-game, but doing things like playing marbles on stream, or something that could be like, ooh, Gongor. Yeah. We'll go talk to Gongor inside the armory with a whole bunch of other people. Tolerate. Okay, I tolerate you. But I just want to, like, do stuff that's gonna have people want to hang out more. Right? Because I see a lot of other Lotro streamers,
When I first
and they're
arrived
more
here,
about
the
themselves
Timonier
as the
showed me a
streamer than
great
necessarily
deal
what
of
they're actually playing in the
hospitality.
game. And that's going to also, include things like, doing the Twitch alerts. Actually, my friend Devilor is on day 26, 27 of a streamathon. Not a subathon. I don't necessarily like the notion of subathons. I'd rather just, slow and steady does the thing. Story's been down for a long time. Last post on the forums was 6 p.m. Yeah. I'm sure those who know have been told, and yeah. I'm not gonna fuss about it. Haven't found that I really need the store right now. So it's all good. It's not breaking my gameplay. Talk to the king! Yeah, Marbles on stream look like a lot of fun. There's also like a Stream Racer one, where you have these really wacky racetracks, and it's kind of like Matchbox race cars. It's really cool. Also keeps me from spending Lotro points as well. So that's helpful. And another one that I find is actually really funny is called Stream Animals. It's basically a map with various tiles, and what you can do is you can either just click, exclamation point join, and it creates a random animal for you, like a little. It's like Minecraft sort of blocks, but the thing is, you're on like an ocean, and as each turn progresses, certain blocks fall into the ocean, and then you lose. And so what he's been doing is the winner of whatever round gets to choose a Bean Boozle. I'm not sure I want to do a Bean Boozle, but then again, I think some of you Galbus would appreciate me making the faces I would make when I'm eating a Bean Boozle. You're already lost? Stream games. Basically fun games. So, you're old. Okay, so what is the Bean Boozle? Basically, it's like jelly beans. It kind of took its concept from Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans from Harry Potter. Fuck J.K. Rowling. And so you get a pack of beans, jelly beans, and half of them are, well, okay, not even half. The idea is the jelly bean could be one specific color, and if you're lucky, that jelly bean will taste like butter toast. And that same color of jelly bean may also taste like something nasty. You'd be worried about the gagging noises with Bean Boozle? Yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling. Can we get wine gums or jelly babies? Well, see, the whole thing about Bean Boozle is that, like, it's a take on the name of Bamboozle. Yeah, bamboozled. Yeah, Jelly Bellies from hell. So, basically, yeah. The notion is it could taste really good or it could taste really, really bad. And though there's this, like, brown one that, honestly, the two flavors, one is, like, liver and onions and the other is cappuccino. I like neither of these two choices. So, if I get a brown one, it's got to be bad no matter what. Alright. I love Kyber sketches. Whichever the dev team made these, I love them. They're my favorite. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you can get whatever you like. So yeah, I'm basically working through getting some improvements to the stream so it's more fun for you guys as the viewers.
I may not be cut out for such an adventure as this.
Kyber, you're going with us, man.
We have no choice now, my friends.
Blah!
We should get as much rest as we are able.
All
It is
right.
time for us
I
to
get a
take
shield
our
now,
leave,
finally.
Commissar of
Holy
Farouk
shit.
Zahar. We thank you for your gracious hospitality.
Yeah, the king is being a little... Yeah, I can hear the hesitation in his
I
voice.
share your hopes for the future, King Elisar of Gondor.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here, man.
Fear not, Homissar. I will remember your words.
Number 9 is cappuccino, and Gussie never gets cappuccino. Yeah. Devil Lore has never gotten cappuccino either. Every time that I've... And, of course, there's the blue one. Anytime that I've won one of his stream games and got the choice to give him... Make sure he would eat a bean, it was always the blue one. Which is supposed to be like berry blue for one, or toothpaste for the other. He's always gotten toothpaste. So, to me, toothpaste doesn't feel like it would be a bad one. Alright, we're going to Ost Engelbed, but we can swift travel from here. So what did everybody have for supper tonight? I had, crunchy chicken, crispy chicken with a soy ginger sauce, because it's a prepackaged meal that you can get.
What might I do
This
for
brand?
you?
Okay, Ost Engelbed. Swift travel. Thank you, picking up Stable Masters. But yeah, should be fun. But something like that could be fun. I do want to get back into the notion of like 1-minute sketches. I do want to get back into more creative stuff like drawing things. And that's one of the reasons why I want to like start doing some more emotes and whatnot. Because guess what? I'm Poe. I can't afford to commission artists because, again, I don't... wait, I have to go outside of Ost Engelbed. Right? No. Oh, outside the hall. Never mind. I don't begrudge artists from charging what they charge for their commissions and whatnot. Not at all. 1000%, I think they should charge more because they deserve more money. But I don't have that kind of money just lying around to commission a whole shit ton of emotes.
It's terrible. Just terrible. Queen Arwen is nowhere to be found.
Oh no! Well, give me a shield.
I beg you, ask around Ost Anglebed and find the queen.
Find the queen! Okay. Okay. Of course I won't need this because my yes, I did name my sword Cleric. Alright. Let's go check out these new boots that I have. Replacing raid gear, ironically. There's no reason for me to equip this right now. Definitely reason to equip that for sure. Alright. And those are bound to account as well, so... Nope, not you. Let's click you to save you. Alright, let's go find the queen. Let's go talk to her brother. Hi, you're cute. Oh no, the queen is missing! Yorath will know where the queen is gone, and she'll talk her ear off at them. You know, this is why communication is important. Now, if the queen had just told Aragorn, oh yeah, I'm going to go talk to so-and-so. Yorath, I believe, was over here.
I'm sorry I cannot help you.
Dare might think, oh, might be sweet on you? Oh. Alright, where are we going now? Now we leave town. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, there's the road there. Yep, we are not. Okay, I didn't really mean to fall all that way down. That's okay. It'll do. It's fine. A horse does not agree with me, but that's alright. We'll just have to come back the long way. It's fine. So I was watching Court of the Rings yesterday, as usual, and I noticed that he had gone through the Umbar story up to the very, very end, and I wanted him to finish the finale, the interlude. Well, the interlude. And I was sad that he didn't, but it's okay. It means he has something to do next week. Court seems to have more love for DDO. Well, let's be honest, Kevin. Cord actually came from the DDO community. He's played DDO since the day it opened. And he used to be in the fan community. Like, he founded the oldest DDO fan podcast back in the day, DDO Cast. And he didn't really start playing Lotro until he became the Lotro community manager because he was so busy with the other games and stuff.
Maiden of the Gilroy.
Doesn't
and trouble yourself not overmuch.
It's not that he doesn't like Lotro at all. It's just he hasn't
has shown me
really
the
sunk
kindness
into it
of
as
the
much
sort
as he had,
I have
you know.
vanished from the world.
You weren't supposed to follow us, oh, your kingship.
If I wore my ranger garb, I could have approached without making any noise.
Mm-hmm.
I have sent the rest of the traveling party on to Lin here, with instructions to aid the people there.
Alright, we're gonna go to Lynn here. We're way up here, going way down there. Might as well ride down this side of things and pick up that stable master. Don't have to. I don't think we actually go back there at all. Excuse me, Mr. Goat. But there was definitely a lot of catch-up to play when you weren't really steeped in a specific game, and now you're suddenly the community manager for it. So he has had a lot of catch-up to do. And I know it's a common complaint among certain cranky members of the game community, and the same is true for Lotro, same is true for DDO, same is true for pretty much any game as a live service game. I heard people bitch about to Devilor when he worked at Blizzard. Oh my god, you don't know the game that well. You know, players know the game better than the devs. It's like, yeah, because the devs aren't playing the game 8 hours a night after their day job. They've already worked on it 8 hours plus during their day, so... So I think there's an element of people not being fair about it, honestly. Not saying anybody here is doing that, but just in general, I hear that from people bitching about game devs not spending enough time playing the game that they work on. But most of the commentary I hear about that are from like your top-end raiders and shit, people who just want to shit on the devs. So for example, Devilor, he used to actually be a big-time WoW content creator before he got hired by Blizzard. And he was actually in, no, I wouldn't say a top-tier rating guild, because When you say top tier rating in WoW, that means a very, very different thing than top tier rating in Lotro. Honestly. And there are devs who understand the game. There's a lot of devs who understand this game way better than we do.
To see you, for I am at the end of my wits.
Defeat pests and hear the concerns of people. Okay. But I think in a lot of cases, I think sometimes we're also spoiled by certain developers. For example, Star Wars The Old Republic, their game director, Keith Koenig, plays SWTOR far more than like 3 regular players. That dude has more level that dude plays his game. He lives that game. And I am 1000% sure that the main reason why they went to Broadsword is because Keith wanted to keep playing the damn game. Rather than to have it, you know, go into maintenance mode or something. There is a huge learning curve going from Lotro to DDO and vice versa. That is definitely 1000% true. And they play very, very differently. I mean, DDO plays pretty much like skirmishes do in Lotro. Pretty much like skirmishes. And Lotro just has so much story. Oh, I have a lot of fun playing DDO, actually. One thing about DDO is it's a lot easier to put down when you're in the middle of something. Like, you finish your quest and you're just done. Like, you don't have to feel like you're going someplace else or whatever. You know what I didn't do is I didn't pick up the Stable Master. Druid, you dingbat. Where are you? Another critter to kill. Alright, need to find Nimdal. There's some stable over there, is there? I know Nimdal's back the other way. So I think what can happen is you need another monitor, damn it. Monitor, monitor, monitor. Yeah. And technically monitor up there, but that one's broken. It's been broken since the day I put it up there. Well, it was already on the way out when I mounted it up there, but when I installed this monitor, this one weighs a ton, and I dinged the corner of that one, so psh, that one got shattered. And I just never took it down. And I haven't really had the spare change to just replace it. If I did... Oh, Nimdal was right here. Well, shit. Oh, and I did have the Stable Master unlocked here. You're concerned about the pests. Okay.
You took care of everything on the list?
Yep.
You're good at this, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of have a little practice at it, yeah. Two on this PC already, mainly one just for browser Discord. Yeah. I have Twitch chat, my Twitch window up here, which is in Chrome. Then I have Discord hiding a little bit behind it so I can see which Discord servers have unread messages. And then I have my stream XSplit down here. That's also something else I'm looking at the possibility of doing, is switching from XSplit to OBS. For a couple of reasons. One, OBS is the market leader. So if I ever have any problems with my stream, I'm more likely to be able to get an answers to what the fuck is going on with it. Versus, and the main reason why I've stuck to XSplit for so long is back in the day because back in the day I tried to use OBS and it would not work on my system at the time. And I've actually changed my PC since then. I've never really tried OBS on the new system. But XSplit back in the day had a thing where I mean, the big reason why a lot of people don't use XSplit is one of the really cool features of XSplit is a game capture, but it's only in the paid version. And so they had a subscription for like $15 a month. Or you get a lifetime subscription for like $150. And once upon a time, I had that much money to spend, and they put some sort of... I think they've made like a discount on it at one point, to like a sale. And I picked it up on discount. And I'm like, well, hell yeah. Yeah. Windows updates screw up a lot of things. The main thing about XSplit, it is a fucking memory hog. It is such a goddamn memory hog. I mean, it was so bad that I couldn't, like... Before I got a better graphics card in my system, when I was running on the 1080 that Igneous gave me, because I was running on a 1060, and that was okay. But right now, if I go up to Task Manager and look at what's going on right now, with the game as the primary focus, the game is taking up 29% of my GPU. XSplit, and it's taking up just shy of 4 gigs of RAM. XSplit is taking up 1.5 gigs of RAM and taking up 13% of my GPU. And both of them are using just shy of 10% of my CPU. And to be fair, my gaming rig is about 6 years old. Actually, I think it's more than that.
It is much worse than I expected.
Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's not so much. Intel i7 78,000 is still good.
Ah, thank you. The sketch is painful now, but I will keep it close.
Keep it close. Alright. There's no horsey here, so no. There is one actually. Let me go back and get the stable master.
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
I also wonder if my motherboard is getting out of date too. Alright, let's go play with snapping turtles. It's really funny what the game considers to be a foe of Gondor. Apparently Gondor has a lot of enemies. Those two don't really need replacement by themselves. You're going to upgrade, you probably do CPU, motherboard, RAM in most circumstances. I think I think the information on the gear thing is still accurate. So the last thing I added to it was this. This is my favorite right here. A Razor Tartarus. My Razor Tartarus, because I used to have a Merc Steel Series Merc keyboard, which they don't make anymore, and it had the built-in left-handed gaming keypad, and it was so nice. The only downside to it is that the buttons that you could hit a button and it would trigger like your 1 through whatever keys, it only went to 11. It goes to 11 instead of going to 12. So I never put anything on my 12 slot because I'd always wind up clicking it and then somebody would say, "Oh my god, you're clicking your skill." I'm like, yeah, fuck off. That's one thing I really, really despise is people bitching about, "Oh my god, you click on your skills, you're a bad gamer." And like, that's literally how they sound when they talk shit like that. It's like, who gives a fuck how I'm clicking my skills? I'm not gaming with you, so why does it matter? Why are you so upset about it? And notice I did not use the word triggered, because people tend, certain people, generally that same crowd, tend to use the word trigger like a joke. When it has an actual definitive specific meaning in mental health care. And so I always want to be careful that I'm not using the word trigger as a joke or, you know, to make fun of somebody. But some people get upset really stupidly easily about shit that doesn't even affect them. It's like, yeah, okay. And I can, that's a generalization that actually still applies across so many things. I'm going to pick up the Stable Master here too. Because it's like, people are so upset about the LGBT community, and I'm like, why? How is this affecting your life?
The shadow of war is now behind us, and Gondor rejoices.
Alright. Let's go to Ringlow Vale. As long as I'm not using a controller, then you're fine. I don't have a controller on my table right now. But that actually might be fun if I could get Lotro to work with a controller, even badly. To play Lotro with a controller. But it might be better if I was playing a game. Because that's something that Devil Lore has been doing on a streamathon is, as people contribute to the streamathon, you know, by, you know, subs, donating, whatever, bits, that they wind up unlocking things like he can't use his keyboard for an hour while he's playing WoW, so he has to use a controller the whole time. Or he can't use the keyboard, but he has to click all the skills. He uses controllers for Mario Kart-like games, but not, yeah. I couldn't do it. Because one thing, okay, when I watch Professor Corey, one thing I really, really hate is that he uses his arrow keys to turn, and it fucks with my head. I hate it. I really, really hate it. Because I'm so used to using my trackball. Seriously, I use a trackball. And the reason I use a trackball, it's not too obvious, is when I was in college, you know, this long, long time ago, back when, I think this might have been before I met Monothlare, which would only be like, was it my freshman year? It might have been. But I broke my wrist. And ever since then, using a mouse, like all the movements that I do to move a mouse around and to whatever, is it eventually starts causing pain in my wrist. Also, I always know when the weather's changing, just saying. And so even though it healed, it didn't, I don't know. The doctor said you shouldn't use your wrist, you shouldn't be on the keyboard, you shouldn't be typing all this shit, blah, 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 blah. And did I listen to my doctor?
You're back, Kaivar. Oh. Now that Ethring doesn't need you, your mother will weep to hear it. Kaivar left us to make his own way in the world.
Wow, what a witch.
It is true that I left home before war seemed certain, but...
You didn't know?
Gondor has a king again.
Alright. Maybe the king should have showed up and said, look, Kaivar was like, Kaivar was serving the kingdom.
She doesn't want to see you, Kaibar.
And it's kind of sad because if you do the actual quests here, everybody knows you And they shouldn't be treating you like shit because you helped them out so much. So, like, if you go talk to Devorin, Devorin's like, hey!
My friend, I have not set eyes upon you since our time together at Minas Tirith.
So,
I feared you dead.
he
I'm
liked
glad
me.
to have been proven wrong.
So, that person, but all these other people for the epic quests, like, yeah, you fuck off, you. Wow. She thinks I'm sus. I don't play Mario Kart. I used to play it for a little bit. I was running with a friend and then I kept getting my ass kicked, so it wasn't any fun anymore. That's one thing I do like about when I run with folks off stream is I generally like it to be where I'm not being carried unless it's a special... Like, I do have like a couple of special mounts in WoW because like the whole friendship moose thing, which was back in Legion, if you took down a certain raid, like the end raid boss, before, on heroic or mythic quality, so basically our equivalent of T4, T5, if you did that before a certain period of time before the next expansion launched or the next pre-patch, then you got a special mount, 100% guarantee drop. And the mount's no longer available. So a bunch of people organized a thing. The first one was like, a moose that had rune. It was really cool. And the thing was called Friendship Moose. And it actually got a lot of people a couple of mounts for a couple of expansions. And there was also a lot of drama involving it because, of course, in WoW there's a big traffic in selling raid runs to get things like that. It's not against terms of service, no more than it is in Lotra's terms of service. Because what are they going to do if the money changes hands outside of game? But what happened was because a couple of folks were doing this for charity work, and one person got partnered by Twitch because of it, somebody else decided to start causing some drama about it. And it got so bad as, like, the person who started the drama against my friend, who was actually doing the main work to make this shit happen, and the main organization of getting the raid groups going and getting people through them, etc., etc. And it was all done based on, you had to, like, join a giveaway. It was a raffle, and so, like, hundreds of people would sign up for every given run, and, like, you know, they could only take, like, 10 people with them or something. And they had, like, a core group of, you know, top 10, you know, massively major mythic raiders who would be able to complete the run, and they know how many people they could take with them. And people who were in being carried was like, tag the boss and just get out of the way. Tag the boss and get the hell out of the way. That kind of deal. And the person who started the drama was well known in the WoW community. And there was a whisper campaign against them because there were some ladies who thought he was being a little bit skeevy. And then, come to find out, he wound up getting arrested for being part of a child sex trafficking ring. Gross. Gross. Yeah. Yep. Thankfully, we don't have any weird shit like that in the Lotro community. At least I hope not. I haven't heard of anything like that, but yeah.
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
It was a whole ass thing. Thankfully, that person went to jail. As well they should. And I haven't heard a peep out of
If
them
there was
since.
ever any doubt that I sell only the finest of goods, let that doubt now be dispelled. When I awoke this morning, I did not think I should be made the king's own
I wouldn't be
merchant by the
surprised
afternoon.
either, honestly, because people are people.
Gollengum has been promised nothing of the kind by either my husband or myself.
How were your travels? Were you able to help the folk of Dor and Ernie?
We're going to Dol Amroth. I think the worst thing I've heard coming out of this community is mainly, you know, doing stuff account-wise and, you know, marketing stolen lifetime accounts and shit like that. Yeah, you would think Albus. And yeah, it's not like he was exactly subtle about the fact that he liked, the younger sort. And he made a lot of women uncomfortable by trying to sex them and shit. And so, yeah. It's one of those things, like, pretty much everybody knew about it, but nobody did anything about it because it was just like, okay, yeah, this guy's gross. You might want to watch out for him. But there wasn't anything, like, illegal going on that we had heard about until we saw his name on a police report. I'm like, what the fuck? Yep. I'm happy to be part of a better side of the Lotro community for sure. One thing I would like to do is to actually maybe start organizing some Lotro streamer shenanigans. Because one thing I really like about the DDO stream community is there is like a whole group of DDO streamers who interact with each other like a lot. There's a whole fun story, fun bromance going on between Voodoo Spice, Voodoo Spice is probably the second most popular DDO streamer. Probably the biggest DDO streamer is StrimTom, who is, by the way, a really cool dude. I met him before. And it looks like I get to meet him again. I get to hang out with him at PAX East coming up here. But basically, there's a whole passel of DDO streamers who are going to be at PAX East organizing to go because, hey, Standing Stone is doing an event. They're going to do a thing. They may even get Cordovan into a hot tub. Cozy Bean was trying to get that organized. I'm like, Cozy, I'm not sure you understand that Boston is probably not a good place to be in a hot tub in March. I'd be very surprised if Cord does. I think he's talked about it on stream. It's on this DDO stream, where he said he's definitely not taking his shirt off. I'm like, well, of course not, you dingbat. But I think it's mainly a joke that people are just going to go hang out together and there's going to be a hot tub or a pool there or something. And I'm like, I'll go, but you're not going to get me. I'm not getting in the hot tub. Nope. Especially not one you don't maintain. Yep. But in terms of the community, so there's like this bromance going on between Voodoo Spice and Nimvind. And it kind of reminds me of the bromance going on between Sloot and Devilor. So Sloot obviously is the bigger time streamer, and Voodoo Spice is the bigger time DDO streamer, and then Devilor is not the bigger time streamer, ironically, even though he used to work at Blizz and Sloot never did. But again, being a streamer and then working for a game company, you're going to get some people who are only going to be interested in you because you work at the game company. And then there's going to be people who are going to roll in and shit on you because you work at the game company and they think that, hey, I've got the ear of a developer, or I've got the ear of the community manager. And that's not the way that works. Only two of those streamers you've actually watched, Voodoo and Devilor. Yeah, Devilor he's a good dude. There's a fun joke as one of the reasons why I'm one of his mods is because I saved his life once at BlizzCon. And by saved his life, basically what happened was he was really drunk off his ass at one point. And you know how you get those not the fabric wristbands, but the ones that predate those fabric ones that became popular that were like this thick paper with like some fibers in them that would make it very hard to rip off your wrist. And so he was drunk and trying to get this thing off his wrist so much, and he could not. It's like, of course, this being a hotel, nobody had a pair of scissors. We should have just gone to the bar and said, hey, do you have a pair of scissors? Can you cut this off? Or do you have like a little knife? Because, of course, nobody had knives. You're not... And so I was like, here, give me your car keys. And I sawed the thing off with his car keys. And so the joke started up that I saved his life. And Devlor is a lot of fun. Actually, his parents watched his stream. I'm good friends with his parents. I used to play Ark with them. Actually, would probably still do once Ark starts launching some of their cooler maps coming up soon. Honestly, I've been playing a bit of solo player. I'm still playing the original Ark. Because I wanted to play certain maps, and they're not yet available in the new version of Ark. So I'm just playing single player OG Ark because I want to play. But the good thing about playing single player is I don't have to worry about ever feeding my dinosaurs. But then again, I don't really need to bother with that because I'm playing solo player, so I'm always in creative mode anyway. But it scratched an itch for a while, and so I think what I'll probably wind up doing... is that the one on the other side? It is. I should actually get off my butt and play the ASA Ark in single player mode. But part of the thing is, Ark is so badly optimized. It is so bad. It is like super duper badly optimized. So pretty much even without XSplit running at all, Ark is such a garbage fire to try and play that it just makes my graphics card cry. And you can't run on really good settings. You haven't played Ark in 2-ish years? Yeah, you should play Ark. It's fun. But again, there's certain... The things that I liked playing in Ark were not the things that Devlor liked playing in Ark, but it's Devlor's fault that I play Ark. Because when they launched the Crystal Isles map...
The long night has ended and the sun rises upon a peaceful kingdom.
Okay then. Where's Rossaron? He's out here. Zin! Hello! Zin might be interested to know that the new bow changes in DDO make Rangers a hell of a lot more fun. Oh, I rode right past him, that's why. Too much dino slavery? How dare you!
Let us go to speak with Prince Imre here, my friend.
I just tame my dinos and let them wander around.
Restored to the Palace of the Swan. When last I was here, the mood was...
Oh, it's this moment! Okay. This moment in the game blindsided me. What about DDO? You haven't played well? They just made a bunch of ranger abilities AoEs. So playing a bow character is a lot more fun than it used to be. So, alright, here we go. This moment in the game. Maid of Lion. The first time I played through this, I called Maid of Lions a magnificent bastard, and I hold to that truth.
I introduce to the court King Elisar and Queen Arwen and their loyal companions.
Major spoilers here!
I bid you welcome to Dol Amroth and the Palace of the Swan.
And this is the character who is important. We ran with her when we were level 95 to 100.
My friends were just leaving.
Is this a poor time? I hope we bring no
This is
interruption.
the bowl.
Oh, none at all, my king. Dortheneth was a help to me when I ruled Dol Amroth while my father was away. She was a dear friend, and remains so. I cherish her visits, but this one was just ending. I pray you will stay a little longer, leader of the Arborine. I had hoped to speak with you as well.
My folk expect my return. I should not keep them waiting.
The Queen asks you to stay. Surely you can heed her wish?
If you would come here, please.
I do not understand what this means, my queen.
This is water from the river Gilrine, which flows out of the White Mountains. You know this water, Dorthaneth, for you drowsed long beside it and came to sorrow.
What does she mean? This cruelty is unbecoming of you, Queen of Gondor.
I seek not to be cruel. But there are two hearts to be mended here, not just one. Will you not do your part, Nimrodel?
Oh, what?
I have not answered to that name in many years.
Maybe so, but there is one here who remembers it.
And this is Roaming Star, the Lady of the Gilrine. Of course, reduced awareness. And we're speeding through because
I do not expect you to
trying
forgive
to get
me,
through here.
Nimrodel. But the Queen wanted me to speak to you of my sorrow. I think that is not cruelty.
Notice she still has her name as Dorthaneth. So now I want to know what Dorthaneth actually means. Come on, game. Come on, game. The Amroth Nimrodel story.
I did not know. There is much sadness in the world, maiden of the Gilrine, but there is beauty, too. I do forgive you, Roaming Star, for your part in what befell. But know that of blame, yours was never the greatest share.
Alright. So at least it looks like she told Elisar what the hell she was doing. So there is that. So turning Dorthaneth into Nimrodel. And we know Maid of Lions loves his long games, right? Like, he had kept the plan for how they were going to do the End of the Ring in Mordor for 10 damn years before it actually happened. Right? So I could very well expect that he had that card up his sleeve since the day Dorthaneth became a reality in the game. I could very well believe it.
These are truly days of wonder.
Wow.
Just
Alright.
a few days ago, the City Watch apprehended a man lurking outside the city.
I wish we got to talk to Barry-a-deer. That would have been so damn funny. But no, we get Barry-Uder. Barry-Uder. We get the clone. And of course, this part of the story will have an impact in the end of the story as well. Alright, let's put on our new shoulder pads. And, yes, please. Yeah, I was using something from the Valar. This character did get the 130 Valar, because at one point we got 130 Valars, and I forget, because of an expansion. I'm like, well, who's going to get that? Yeah, Kiriana got it. I looked to see which of my characters needed it, and she needed it the most, so that helped her out. Why are we doing it this way? Barry-Uder.
You have just missed the report from one of my guards concerning this man.
And this was like, after that gassed moment, it was like, now we get the moment we all were expecting as soon as we knew that the expansion was Corsairs of Umbar. It's like, if they didn't give us J-Jax, we would have been riot in the streets.
He was right here. I don't know how he gave me the slip.
Wow, that really bad accent probably gave you away, man. Can I get some truffles from this guy? Come on, seriously.
I'm at a loss.
I want some truffles now. I want chocolate. It's our friend J-Jax. We get introduced to J-Jax's brother, and we get to go to Umbar for the first time. So I really like how they give us like this brief taste of what Umbar looks like before.
My brother Dax and I returned at last to Umbar Barhalbel, the city of sails.
For a second there, I was a Breland dude. So we get our first look at Umbar, and it's during the daytime, so that's when it looks best. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god! Now, if only they can fix the FPS issues in this town, man, this game would rule. I'm not gonna cause any trouble. How dare you, sir? E-Tour. A very rich dressed dwarf. He looks kind of familiar, doesn't he? It's funny that I still have my atomic hands for being a minstrel. And just look how amazing he looks, by the way. He's got like makeup under his eyes. Very richly dressed, and of course he has the sea stone. Abishad. No, I was not here. Nope. This is not Gondor. This is Umbar. The city of Umbar, city of the Corsairs. And of course, Nakasi has a very sharp tongue. And her husband is always going, my love, Nakasi, my love, chill out. Hey, bro, what's up? There we go. This is Gondor, though. We were doing a little bit of a memory, walk in a memory. This is something I'm going to talk about during my
alone
adventure.
allowed us to escape. But if good fortune permitted it, ill fortune was soon to follow.
Okay, your brother's been captured, but you don't know where he is. Alright, let's go back and talk to the prince. Yeah, this is the current expansion content, so you do get to be 140 or higher to play through it. And let's get back to the prince. Yes, you do need to get the 140. Do it. What level are you now? The Stone of Erech. You have a 120 Lore Master somewhere? Yes, Lore Master is a heckin' lot of fun.
I said to keep an eye on him, not to bring him to my court.
It actually doesn't matter which bow I take, because I'm not a bow-wielding class.
Evil tidings have come to Dol Amroth from the coastline of Anfalas.
If you command me to speak, my prince, I will. But the pain is fresh.
Again, I'm just spamming through this real quick.
Sailor, that I was not involved with the burning of his precious ship.
Silence!
I'm just trying to get this
I will
character.
allow no fighting in the Palace of the Swan.
Just trying to get through it.
I value your words, Prince Imrahil. I cannot heed the warning they contain.
Watch that one carefully if your paths cross again. If I cannot convince the king not to travel to Anfalas while it remains threatened...
I understand Prince Imrahil's concerns. Let this, then,
Callum
be the
Bell,
compromise.
defeat enemies. Lemedon and the Blackroot Vale. Easy peasy. So we're gonna take the Stable Master back to Callum and then work our way around to where we need to go. Yeah, Lore Master with the Bog Lurker out and doing like mainly blue but with a good chunk of yellow or good chunk of red to get called Lightning Storm. Though that's just me, I love hitting things with lightning. That's just a me thing. It may not be your personal preferred gameplay, but for example, people will tell you, oh, you shouldn't play a yellow Runekeeper because they don't do quite as much, they don't do anywhere near as much damage as red. I'm like, number one, I can move around. Red does not have that option quite as much. And much more fun, I get to hit things with lightning. And I've loved hitting things with lightning since the first time I played a Sith Sorcerer in Star Wars The Old Republic. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I enjoy it. And since I'm not grouped with other people, it doesn't matter what the fuck I do.
Again to Gondor.
I was burning everything. And burning things with fire is also good. But let's be honest. The official tagline of my brand as Druid's Fire is, "'Cause blue fire is best fire." Until I can throw blue fire down, whatever. Actually, it was a Standing Stone dev who started playing Yellow Line Runekeeper that got me hooked on Yellow Line Runekeeper. And it's because chat at the time saying, dude, Quartermaster you should play Yellow Line. Because he's playing a red Runekeeper. And he's like, no, dude, you should. They were telling him, you should play a Yellow Runekeeper. And it was like, oh. And it became so much fun. Alright, we're going back to Callum, which sounds surprisingly like cowbell. Cowbell? It's also one thing I've noticed, because I've been running my my Redline Hunter with somebody, is I find that yes, I'm doing a lot of damage, but I'm also having to stand still and shoot, which it just struck me last night as we were running. It's like, you know what? This is like playing DDO with Archer's Focus. And the person I run with also plays DDO. So they were like, yeah, it's like that. So in DDO, if your bow wielding character is not standing still to shoot, you lose a lot of damage. Which kind of makes sense, you know, honestly. Like, if I'm on my champion trying to pull shit with my, you know, right-click bow skill, then I miss all my shots. Yes, you should come play. They recently did, I hope you actually took advantage of the freebie code they did recently to unlock a shit ton of content permanently. Also, you should log in and go to the Hall of Heroes and unlock the Dragonlord fighter archetype, because that's also a lot of fun. There's no... You can play a Dragonlord with bows, but... whatevs. I'm actually playing a Dragonlord with, Come on, you. Come on.
The shadow of war is now behind us.
Playing a Dragonlord, a cleric with 2 levels of Dragonlord, and I'm not really seeing much synergy going on with it, honestly. Come on, game, stop it. You didn't know about that? You have to do it again? Yeah, it's... The Dragonlord archetype is being... It's part of their Year of the Dragon celebration, so everybody can get one for free if they unlock it. Come on, game. Come on, let's do this. But you have to unlock it before, like, the 24th, I think? Because then it's like the last Wednesday of every month until February of next year, including February of next year, that they're doing these freebies, and this one is the Dragonlord archetype. I mean, it'll be available afterwards, but you'd have to buy it or be VIP. So you might as well just log in, go to the Hall of Heroes, talk to the dragon in the basement, unlock it, and then decide if you want to play with it later. You can. I mean, why pay for something you can just get for free for a 5-minute login?
A king has come again to Gondor.
Yes, the king has come again to Gondor. You do miss your ranger. Yeah. I'm playing a ranger right now as one of my characters, but my main just recently did a true reincarnation. She was a favorite soul, which favorite souls are a hell of a lot of fun to play. Because basically it's like playing a red line minstrel. Favorite soul. With really good healing too. For anybody, not just whatever. And yes, I know I should be killing things on the way, but I'll do that once I get to the Blackroot Vale because there's lots of things to kill there. And I have to appreciate how Scenario did a bit of world building here. And by world building, I mean tore down some of the walls, made this pass a little bit less like a cleft, like a V-shaped cleft. And more like an actual mountain pass. Minstrels are fun. They are. We're actually going to go up. You can see the Stone of Eric from here. One of the Vendasari. And we're going to go find... there's all kinds of things to murder on that hill, including more dead who become dead again. If I recall correctly, there's also a Stable Master down here, too, isn't there? Yeah, there didn't used to be a Stable Master. There isn't one in OG King's Condor. Yes, it does. Alright, let's go murder things now. Very fascinating what Gondor considers to be an enemy. So I was thinking of changing my spec on the character that I'm running with my friend and changing it to a blue line hunter because we don't really need to do a massive amount of damage. I mean, they are a DPS class. And my main role there is to, you know, be mobility and provide find the path. And also we get faster find the path if I go blue line. Or I would have more points to spend in faster find the path. Because right now my points are mostly in red. Alright. I do appreciate that they make you go on this tour through King's Gondor to unlock a whole bunch of Stable Masters and whatnot. Because you'll be coming back here to go find people. And you start assembling your crew. Let's go to the base of the mountain. And then we're gonna get told to kill a bunch of dead people. So you notice that's one of the reasons why I didn't bother killing all the dead people, because I didn't want to wait for them to respawn. Also, I'd forgotten about this step of the quest, so it was not intended to serve my eventual purpose.
The Hill of Erech. We have seen it before, but in different circumstance. I do not wish to climb this hill again. The memory is grim.
This story that Legolas and Gimli speak about, it fills me with fright.
Yeah, Lenore, that's also true, basically. Because, honestly, the Kings of Gondor stuff was the prelude to the really good stuff in the Shield Isles.
I am not afraid, you understand. But there is little reason for us to climb again to the summit.
You notice he's not afraid. I want it to be blindingly obvious that Gimli is not afraid. We're not going to disrespect the dwarf. Also, can I say that I really love the fact that the dead people in this game are blue? And one other reason why to play a hunter through this is you use your tracking skills to find enemies. Especially in Anfalos, it was so helpful. Alright, where's the dead people? Where are the dead people? It's like watching Blazing Saddles and asking where the white women are at. Where's the white women? Where are the white women at? Bad is a great movie that could never be made today. Because Hollywood would never be so Wild West as to make a really racist, as a joke, satirical movie. They have gone fishing. The Fishing Dead? Okay, instead of The Walking Dead, The Fishing Dead? Yeah, I'll buy it. And also maybe a thing, I'm wondering if maybe it's because it's the middle of the daytime and they only come out at night. Because there ain't no dead people here. But there should be some up here near the Paths of the Dead. So I think we're going to have to ride up there. Because there ain't none of them here. Time of day is it? It is afternoon. That would seem kind of weird they would make a quest in the game and not have it be available 24/7. I mean, they used to. There was the Wandering Shade in Bree that you could only find hovering at the Lost Shade in Bree. On the path to the rep vendors. And he would only appear at night. Now you can find him anywhere. He's wandering around the actual... because he would send you on a quest to find his shield brother in the Barrow Downs. And a lot of people got upset that you could only pick up the quest at night, only turn in the quest at night. Some I got killed by ghosts earlier riding out to Evendom. Yeah, they will do that. The Oathbreakers will get you. Oathbreakers, don't piss around. Aha! We have found dead people. I see dead people. Okay. I mean, it's gonna be more XP if I do this quest, so I might as well do it. That's really what I'm here for, is to level anyhow. And once I hit level 145 here in a few minutes, I will be able to finish the epic quest line without doing any side quests. I think on my main I was actually oh man, that visual effects on that is amazing. I wonder if there's like a treasure chest or something. Oh. Do I think I can get that guy? I wonder. Ooh, nice free XP. I want to see if I can beat this guy. Otherwise, I'll just see if where I res out. I think I res outside more a lot anyway, so that's fine. So let me get his bodies out of the way. Ooh, there's dread going on? Okay, that's a thing. What kind of dread are we talking about here? 4? Ooh, okay. That's some dread going on. Well, screw you. I'm gonna have a snack. Oh, you're not that tough. No. Let me get this guy out of the way. Okay, got you. Alright, I have a feeling I won't be able to get the keeper without actually, without aggroing his other dudes or vice versa. So I'll just hit him with that. Rude. Okay, so I got the big dude. Oh, I got him. Sweet. I got it, but there's no... that's something to like be a treasure chest or a cache or something up here. Rude. Let me get out of here before they respawn. Not that it'd be bad that they respawn or whatever. Yeah, I don't see treasure cache up here. Because obviously I could take them, but you know. You know. Let's go visit the most annoying town in all of Gondor. And by the way, you can also do mounted combat here. And the main reason Morlod is such an annoying town is anytime you get sent to the top of town, it's really a pain in the ass to ride through on a war steed. But the worst part is when you go to the top of the town and you get sent to the bottom of town to go talk to, or just leave town, right? You can't jump off the walls. The dev who made it, we know that it wasn't Scenario. He said it wasn't him. Whoever made it so that there's invisible walls preventing you from just jumping over the very short walls to take a shortcut down from the top of town. It's very annoying. And normally when I go through here, I tend to wind up taking a right here and going that way up and around. But I think I'll take the left-hand turn to see if it's any quicker.
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
Okay, okay. I mean, this one is not quite as bad on riding on a war steed. Honestly, you get this big, long thing here, and then you just go, then you go here, and then you go here. It's not quite so bad going this way, honestly. Except you do go further. It is shorter the other way, but still. Back up, back up. Alright. I like my footprints. What? Rossman.
A pall lies upon the black root vale, for all her young men were drawn away eastward to war.
I have told Rosefine over and over again that there was nothing I could do to save our sons.
Yeah, they kind of had a date with destiny, didn't they? And that's really something that I'll be talking about.
To say to you. Move along.
Okay. In my paper, at Texmoot is gonna discuss, you know, the fact that we know who the sons were.
You dare speak to me after bringing such death to Morlod? I will not stand for this.
And I'm gonna sit here on my horse and kick your damn ass, buddy. Until you hurt my horsey. And the goat's like, okay. Someone shouting for help! Help, help! Of course it's Kyber.
Oh, am I glad to see you.
They were a little bit upset. Just a little bit upset about it. Hello, boys.
What is wrong with these people?
That's what I say about people on the internet a lot.
Someone loosed an arrow at me from hiding.
Alright, gonna go talk to Dwyn here again. The Lord of Morlod. So we still don't know who the traitor in the party is. A close read. This is one of the downsides of being a fan of Professor Corey, is that you wind up doing close readings of things more than you used to. And so one of the points in the epic story is that the allies of the heirs of Castamere said that there was somebody else in the king's party who was a traitor. We don't know who it is yet. Somebody close to the king. Come on.
Supporters of the heirs of Castamere? No, I do not think they are responsible for this. Farewell, then. And I will try to master my grief and that of my people.
We are now 145. We can legit finish the entire epic without having to level up again. But the goal here is to level up, so I'm not gonna do any side questing until I hit something something. I said I was going to use an XP booster and I never actually popped one. Good job, me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride to the king. And then I will go dig one up out of my shared storage. While we're doing that, also going to... Okay, we put the pants on. And... put that on. Let's follow the road. Driving with one hand on a thumbstick. But I also can drive with hand on mouse. Alright, we're gonna pick up the stable master here as well. Glock, the many-legged.
Welcome to King's Gondor, friend.
Alright. Of course, that means Glock is a spooter. A spider. Alright, we're gonna ride through Tarlang's Neck. In OG Gondor, riding through Tarlang's Neck on level is a bad idea. In King's Gondor, not so much. If you just ride on through. Gondor has druids now, this is true. Though Gondor had druids yesterday too on my stream. Because I was running... actually, I was running this character, starting the King's Gondor story. So yesterday, I started King's Gondor, and then this is how far I've gotten. In 2 streams now. Well, 1.5 streams. Tarlang's Crown, not Neck, but yeah, close enough. But Tarlang's Crown is not a place you ever wanted to go on level, unless you had friends. And I know people got super pissed, like, but I want to go to Dol Amroth and this is the shortcut. And I'm like, yeah, but there's bad guys on the way, so go around the damn mountain. But I want to go around, it's why do I have to go around? Like, whatever, come on. And we are going to ignore that quest. And we're going to ignore that quest. See, these guys are just basically on level or slightly under level for me. I mean, there's a bunch of them, yeah. Look at all the red dots on the mini-map. But there, we're past the danger. I don't know, I'm kind of idly thinking maybe I should change the name of my Lotra stream. Hey, other player. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun joke. Of course, the updated Elaton looks really nice at Helen. That place. Now that the elves have taken it back. Alright. Before we turn this quest in, let me go find an XP booster. And there is one in the store this week, but it's not that great, honestly. Yeah, I still haven't used these from the expansion. I should use them on my main, actually. And I need to use these and go back and do some stuff. Alright. And I do have 200% XP boosters, but I don't want to use them until I really, really need them. But I'll take one of these. Alright, let's get some more XPs, because I'm out of rested XP now. Talk to the king. I'll talk to the queen
This
first.
is the road to Anfalas, westernmost fief of my husband's kingdom.
Thank you for going.
I see all the iridescent ore and I'm kind of twitching because I'm like, I want to go hit the mines. Hit the ore because my main... I don't know. Every video game that has mining in it, I always want to do the mining stuff, so... I said miners, not miners. To quote the sadly late Alan Rickman. And this is definitely a place where riding across the landscape, you know, straight as the crow flies is generally not the smartest thing to do. Many a cliff jumping, because Scenario did build Anfalas and Outer Gondor, and he loves all these rocks and cliffs and stuff. He said so himself. And we're gonna get to the golden hour. It's gonna be amazing. We're still gonna go off the beaten path here. Maybe at least cut a little bit of the corners and run into rocks. That's fine. And even when it's a rich iridescent, I'm like, oh, I want to go mine that. Alas. And I do appreciate how Anfalas and then Penath Gelin looks so much different than places we've been to before. And Penath Galen, of course, just looks like Italy, honestly. And just with all the terraces and the vineyards, like, are we gonna go get some olives? Alright, let's go talk to the stable master.
We must strive to defend our newly gained peace.
Talk to Honoradon.
Who are these fine folk?
Yeah, this is true. Who are these fine folk? Oh, just your
The king
king.
and queen have come to Anfalas? I never thought I would see such a day as this.
Alright, Lynx and Corsairs, let's go! We ran across a lot of those on the way here. So, of course, now that I need to kill them, I'm only going to find Seahawks everywhere. And dun cows. Dun oxes. Oxen. Oh, there's a Lynx. Get back here! I saw that Corsair over here. And of course, Bill Champagne did an amazing job on the music in this game. And though I do have to say, if you haven't bought the Vecna Unleashed expansion for DDO, you can at least listen to the soundtrack on DDO's YouTube channel. Highly, highly recommended. If you want to see what kind... I keep saying this, but dude's got range. He doesn't just do like this medieval stuff. Because of course Lotro has a sound to it. You know, there's definitely a style to what you can, should, and should not do with music in Lotro. But DDO, you can kind of go a little bit wild. And you can kind of tell that Bill Champagne plays a lot of Final Fantasy games. based on some of the soundtracks in Vecna Unleashed. It sounds like fight music in Final Fantasy. It's hilarious. But also very appropriate for what you're playing over there. Saw one of my friends logging in game. Maybe I'll get to play with them later. Maybe they're just busy. They might have just been doing their daily dice. I'll bug them later. I'm sorry, their daily habit presents. In the other game, it'd be daily dice. Alright, give me a Corsair! Corsairs only! And we ran past like 5 of them on the way here. Come on, where are the Corsairs? I've come for your cummerbunds. Galvez, don't you dare. I'm cracking myself up. Yep, we're getting naughty here. Alright, now I can only find the corpse prowlers. Oh, there's a Corsair. Where are you? Too late. To be fair, I walked right into that one. Alright. Recall correctly. Yep, there's one right here. Hello, Mr. Castaway. Whoa, horse butt. If I recall correctly, there was a passel of Corsairs this way. That guy. You have a River Hobbit Manor? Hell yeah, River Hobbit Manors are fun. Mariners are fun in general. I've got a Mariner who's set for each individual spec, and they are so much fun to play. That would be nice, though. I think a lot of people are grumping that they don't include Lindleby, and it's like, well... High Elf Mariner. Yeah, I got a High Elf Mariner as well. She is currently... She took the 105 Aria I had floating around since the anniversary. So she's now currently parked outside, ready to take on Mordor. Man, I need freaking more pirates to kill. Not a blessed one when I need one, right? River Hobbit Mini Ginger. Is her name actually Ginger, or she just happens to be a ginger? Because, yeah, I have river hobbits. I do have a red-headed one, and I have a white-haired one, because that's generally my next favorite hair color on games. I mean, for games that don't have blue as an option, right? Let's be honest here. Can I find a goddamn pirate, please? That's not a pirate. It's also not a pirate. Yeah, everybody has a... Actually, I found it really funny that they made Holly Hornblower's story about Bilbo becoming a lore master. Made it into a whole ass class in the game. Aha. This took way too long. I see the one over there. There we go. Finally! Holy shit! That took way too long. Alright, let's keep going. Red Boggy named Big Red? Heck yeah. Bog lurkers are really the best. For a second there, I thought this tree branch was hovering in midair. Now it's just being very Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. How is this tree branch not broken off yet? This is a seriously strong tree branch. Wow. That is some amazing tree branch right there. And of course we got the beautiful skies to the west. I'm not sure the shelter is all that good though. It's just the branch, it's not really a lot of... Though I do have to say, I really do like a lot of the scrub trees, the wind-blown trees they have here. They are really good.
You took care of the beasts that threaten Melgabos?
If you have the trust of King Elazar, I suppose you have more than earned my own. This is not the first time Orgulot has slipped his keeper's watch.
Alright, we're gonna go look for the sun. Of course, we were there when his father died. It's really fascinating that you could actually see the backside of Dol Amroth. how you cut out one one ramp up. Just sneak in that corner right there.
You found no sign of the boy?
Alright, we're going to Barad Thane, which I understand is a naughty word in another language. So I'm going to go for about another half hour, and then I'm going to call it at that point, take a break, and probably go get some ice cream or something. See, now there's Corsairs all over the place now that I don't need them. Do 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 do. The song starts out, and I start thinking of the Song of Storms in Legend of Zelda. Do 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 do.
There is always work to be done.
Alright, we need to actually go up the road here.
Aye, this is just the sort of place I expected. What do you make of these tracks?
Alright. The Ball Court of Gondor.
What do you want? I'm not ready to return to Lon Kirian, and you cannot make me. Wait, who is that man? Is he King Elisar?
Alright, we'll go to Lon Kirian. Sweet. Oh, Thorongil. This is a most powerful tree to have grown through the stone steps like that. Alright, we're going cross country again. Oh no! We're taking our own lives and the lives of our horses into our own hands. We'll see how far we can get into chapter 4. I'm still probably going to play tomorrow night just to take advantage of the double XP going on for VIPs. To see if I can get some more leveling done, but that'll be off stream because I gotta work tomorrow. What? So we'll see how that goes. Ah! Sneaker-breakers. Getting tired. Have a good night, Zen. Appreciate you being here.
Here we are.
Master Orgelos is very excited, but you and the king should first present yourselves to the Lady Mara.
It would be proper. Alright, well, we're going to present ourselves to the stable master first, if you don't mind. Beep, beep, beep.
Days of peace have come at last to Gondor.
Drinkin'? Is that like drinking or Klingon? I don't know. It'd be nice if they could fix that.
You and your traveling party are welcome to Lon Kirian, King Elisar.
Alright, let's go to the library. Because we'll need to know.
Goloskil's heir is too young to rule.
Well, duh. Find... Okay, we're just going to go to the bridge.
I saw you and King Elisar when you arrived at Lon Kirion in the company of young Master Orgelos.
Alright. It'd be definitely a better view during the day, for sure. Alright, let's go down to the docks.
Ho there! I come here often to watch the soldiers training.
Well, you're a smart lad. Not getting into trouble or anything. Alright.
The Lady Mara and I have come to an understanding. Lady Mara's scouts patrol the lands hereabout in search of Corsair raiding parties.
Let's go beat up on some Corsairs! Because that's always fun. Always fun beating up on Corsairs. Talk to Borean, north of Lord Kirian. I always want to say Lord Kirian. We all say it. We all say it. Alright, let's follow this quest arrow. Out of town. That's not the door out of town. But this one is. And I hate the fact that they don't show up until you're like right on top of them.
Have you come to help? Good.
Alrighty. Alright, the one on the beach. See, if I were playing DDO, I'd have feather fall and it wouldn't have taken any fall damage.
You are here to help?
Alright, let's go to Borean. Hopefully Borean isn't Borean.
We must strive to defend our newly gained peace.
Alrighty, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, let's kill this sneaker breaker that decided to intrude upon our fight. And lost its life in the doing. Alright. Oh, he's worried. Why are you worried?
Oh, I am glad you have returned. Will you accompany me, my friend? The king did not prohibit it, so far as I know.
Stop being such a chicken shit, Jesus. Alright. New gloves. Definite upgrade. And a new ring. Give us the ring. That's gonna be a definite upgrade from that 458. Yeah. Man, look at my character. She's so pretty. Uh-oh. Am I still wearing a Gondori? Oh, gloomy. I need a new cloak. But look at me. I'm the... Otherwise, the very model of a... Well, okay. I still need a non-Gondorian hat, so... We need a hat and a cloak. And then we'll be dressed in full swag. I'll keep the
Thank you,
sword,
my
of course.
friend. I will not forget this.
Today we are gathered to hear the last wishes of Galazgil, Lord of Anfalas, who fell in service of the kingdom.
Lord Galasgil's last wishes should have been presented before now. Why wait so many months to reveal his wishes?
I found them only today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that so? They were lost.
Bring them forth, Lady Mara, if you will.
The seal is broken. How are we to know the contents of this testament are as Lord Galasgil intended?
He's a bit of a cranky bastard.
Mara might have written anything within.
My scribe has much skill and experience with the written word.
Yeah.
He will tell us if Galazgil wrote this testament. Kaibar, will you examine the writing contained within, please?
Oh, yes, of course, my king. It is true, the seal is broken, but the letter within is written in only one hand.
That proves nothing. Mara might have written or rewritten it in its entirety.
And she's the seal. Yep.
Lady Mara, can you produce a sample of your husband's writing for us?
Oh, I suppose there might be something within this chamber.
My friend, find a sample of Galazgil's writing. Show it to Kaibar.
Perhaps Galazgil's notes, and maybe Galazgil's notes, possibly Galazgil, potentially Galazgil's notes. Wow, got lots of choices here. Well, the possibly, potentially ones were right.
The handwriting matches perfectly.
Thank you, Kaibar. Read us now the last wishes of Lord Galazgil, if you would.
Very well, my king. I, Galazgil of Anfalas, make this record in the library of Lond Kirion, my home. Tomorrow I depart for Minas Tirith at the command of the steward Denethor. Should I not return, this testament will direct the disposal of my land and property.
It's a very long will and testament. For a better part of an hour, goddamn.
and to the fishing village of Melgobas, I leave that same sum in gold. I direct also that they be given my notes on water temperature and the currents. The streams of Gondor all lead to the sea eventually.
Ding, 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 ding. We'll need that note for
but
later.
It seems to me that even the Bay of Belfalas has rivers of its own. I have one more wish, and I hold it most dear. To my son Orgolas, I leave the great ship Folfaroth, the Wave Hunter. May he command the Wave Hunter in service of Gondor when he is old enough. I hope to stand alongside him on the deck when he does. But if I cannot, may he follow in his father's footsteps all the same. To my dear wife Mara, I leave my love and all remaining lands and titles I possess. May she rule Anfalas well and wisely, until our son and my heir Orgolas comes of age.
Yeah, you don't get to rule anything after he comes of age. Bullshit.
Thank you, Kaiba.
If she can rule, she should be able to rule.
As King of Gondor, I command that these wishes of loyal Golazgil be carried out as best they may.
Alright. Secret. Why? What's going on with Mara? Gotta ask her quietly. Okay, Mara, what's up?
I am sorry, but it was very hard to hear these things.
I have to ask you something, Mara.
Why did you do it?
I am grateful for your discretion earlier, my king.
Alright. Not a fan of the ship she is.
I entreat you to forbid Orgolas from leaving Lon Kirion, no matter what his father has gifted to him. I understand this request, Mara, but I fear you may do more harm with it than you will prevent. I do not know.
All right. We're gonna go wacky here. I think once we turn this into the next step, I might call it there, because it's good timing, actually.
I am surprised Lady Mara has agreed to allow Orgolas to depart with the king and queen.
Is it true? I am to depart with the king's party for Pinath Gelin? That is wonderful news!
Alright, you want to see your ship? I get you, kiddo.
Do you think there will be fighting?
Yeah, there's gonna be fighting. Alright, we'll accept this, but we're just a few minutes shy of my usual 3 hours, and I need to go. So, I'm gonna take off, and I'll be back next week on DDO stream on Thursday, and also here, hopefully, Thursday night, and then on Friday on Lotro stream, and then Saturday back here. Bearing in mind, in 2 weeks I will not be present for any of those streams, because I will be in Boston for PAX East. Alrighty. Be good. I will be interviewing, grabbing any devs that I can find to talk about stuff, and I have a list of questions to pummel Severlin with, and we'll find out some answers, hopefully. And if not him, I'll try to talk to Tolero on the DDO side or Orion on the Lodra side. Basically, I'm going to try to get whatever I can get out of them. And if I'm lucky, if they have any swag, I'll see what I can shake down Cordovan again. Then I can give those away on the stream. Anyhow, y'all be good. If you can't be good at it. And I hope to see you next week. All right? Bye now.